we have an announcement. Our dear Fran has taken another job
Fran.
and will be leaving us. And
Well, with that.
we want the sad news over with first. We get it over with. And
Can we object?
yeah, we can call her new boss to be, and I'll just,
Who's my old boss?
yeah.
I'm gonna make the motion that Fran can't leave.
Yeah.
I second that.
Second.
All those in favor. Okay, so are you gonna tell us what you're gonna
Yeah,
do?
tell us all about it.
So for those of you, well, I think all of you remember Grant because all of you have been with us since day one. But it was truly, as I've told the treasurer and everybody else, I did not go looking for this. And it was just a wonderful opportunity presented that he wants me to come be deputy director of the Employee Benefits Division. And
wow,
I
that's
just,
great.
Congratulations.
thank
Yeah,
you.
congratulations.
It is an incredible offer and an honor, and you all will be in excellent hands with Chris. So he is, as you know, been a part of this almost for like the last 2 years. I mean, peripherally before, but you really came into the fold in the last year and a half. So at least for the immediate time being, I think that's the plan.
He'll be acting director.
Yes.
That's right.
Congratulations.
So thank
Will you be at the Capitol? Or?
No, I will literally be right there. So, if you give me a heads up when y'all are meeting, I'll be in that window waiting.
I'm gonna start working in the conference room so that I can
Yeah.
play hello.
Yeah. But no, so I'll start next week.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations. But Chris and I have been meeting, and he's been a huge part of especially platform development, which is getting ready to be, one of the most active projects of the AFEC. So, in fact, we've already, met with some folks. So anyway, we'll get into that, but things are going to be fine.
Stuff. All right, so I guess item 2, I need approval of minutes. You have a chance to look at those and everyone is okay. Need a motion in a second.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes as written.
Second.
Second. Do you have anything to
Well,
comment on?
I just heard from
Oh,
Michael
okay.
Lindsay, and he'll be early. So he'll
Okay,
be here
good.
about 10:15.
Okay. All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. All right. Got some business. We're gonna talk about the enriched contract. I think Fran's gonna take us from here, and after she's done, we're gonna need approval from the members to accept the contract.
And excuse me for just a sec. Would you mind letting Jennifer know that he's supposed to be here about 10:15? So
When he comes in, we're just gonna hold, we're gonna do our,
we can't, I mean, what would you prefer?
yeah,
to-
I don't wanna keep him.
Okay, that sounds great. And I do have the actual check. So if he didn't bring one of those, big checks. Okay, so the Enrich contract, as a reminder, Enrich is I did not include it in your packet. I did bring a copy, and I'm happy to email you a copy if you care to look at it. But Enrich is the company that we had been vetting to develop the platform for the financial wellness resource. And Amanda and team reviewed them and exchanged, with the legal team for Enrich, and have come to an agreement, and everything is in order with what I was told back in that very first time that we met. So, I mean, they literally honored everything that we initially talked about. So, we would just need, before we officially sign it, we would just need approval that you all, and again, if you would like to take a look at it and get back, we can table it, but we've had a preliminary meeting and they're ready to start as soon as we.
So have y'all been able to see the contract?
I haven't. I geekishly want to read
Okay.
it, but not from a vote. Like, I trust that everything's in order and don't want to table it. but I do want to
Okay.
read it just
Okay.
to see what their deliverables are.
Okay.
But
And-
I don't feel it necessary to table it.
I'd be happy to send it to everybody for that purpose. But it's, what do you, would you prefer we wait?
Well, I mean, I really hate to ask them, I mean, I do hate them to ask to vote on something they haven't even laid eyes on though.
But would there be a recommendation from, with the attorneys having been in communication? But we could table it and then call a special meeting virtually to satisfy.
When would they, ideally, if we voted on it today, when were they supposed to start? Immediately?
I mean, but
It won't slow it down.
1 week, 2 weeks is not going to
Okay.
stop the world. So would we have, so do.
I would
we need
think
a
a
motion?
special meeting, just for the purposes of that vote, probably wouldn't take 5 to 10 minutes.
Right.
max.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
So I make a
If the-
motion to table
I
it
know there's a lot of
and do a special vote?
setup that the treasurer's office has to do to make that meeting happen, but in terms of actual meeting time,
Right.
And we could do it, it would satisfy our obligation to do it virtually. I mean, right?
mhm.
We don't have to do it in person. Okay, all right. Well, I will,
I make a motion to table it and
Okay, so everybody's had an opportunity to look at it, and then we'll call a special meeting virtual,
okay.
and just vote on that.
Sounds good.
I'll
Okay.
second that.
Second, all in favor, say aye. Okay. Item B, Cornerstone Foundation Grant.
So the Cornerstone Grant is, so as you all know, we are waiting on Michael Lindsay to come and present the check from Walmart, so that will be wonderful. And Steve has come to me and or about to come to all of us with an idea for a grant that he's been approached about applying for, that has the potential to help fund the promotion of the platform. So it's one thing, what we're graciously getting from Walmart will fund the development of it. It just won't provide, any funds should there be a need to, or an interest to promote it like with a PSA. So Steve, do you want to talk a little bit about the organization?
Sure. Cornerstone Foundation is the charity arm of the Cornerstone Credit Union League. The league serves 5 states: Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, and Missouri. The foundation offers grants each year. Some of them geared toward or can be geared toward financial literacy. That's a big push from the foundation. So I reached out to the foundation director and said, hey, I'm serving on this for the state of Arkansas. I know that this is not, it's a little out of the box, but this is what we're trying to do. And they were very quick to respond that they feel that if we applied through my credit union, because it would have to flow through my credit union, but if we applied through my credit union, they feel very strongly that we will be granted an award. Now, the award can be dollars, but there's no guarantee on what we
It's
would
the
be
worst
awarded.
time to freeze. It just froze on you. Do you mind repeating that for just a second?
How much money?
It's the award can be up to $10,000, but there's no guarantee on the amount that we would be awarded. I'm thinking probably the first year we would probably get at least 5.
So we would just accept applying for the.
And the grant, Steve, would be to do exactly what, just to promote it? Or what's the grant gonna help us to do?
It's going to help us promote the platform and just promote, in from the perspective of enhancing financial literacy across the state.
So for example, one of the things we talked about was maybe the development of, like if we were going to do a public service announcement, we would have some money to maybe pay for the voice talent but have it, sent out. I mean, just the expenses of that or putting together, what we've talked about as a toolkit. So in the grant for Walmart, we identified a lot of the grassroots efforts that we would do to promote it. Well, there needs to be something that we're sending people. And so Catherine had mentioned that she has somebody who might, donate or do for, a small amount of funding, put together a toolkit for us that we could then copy and send out, distribute statewide. So it would be to oversee things like that.
Need a motion to approve, that we apply for the grant, right? Correct?
I make a motion that we apply for the grant.
Have a motion? Have a second? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? All right.
And I'll just say that Fran has done a really good job of preparing information for the application of the grant. So I'll take what she's given me, try to get it formatted properly for them and get it submitted either this week or next week. So hopefully we'll get a pretty quick turnaround on it.
And
Thank
so,
you.
Steve, can you hear me?
Yes,
Steve?
ma'am.
Yeah, so can we apply for the 10,000 and then they decide?
Yes,
If it's
ma'am.
gonna-
Well,
okay.
yeah, we'll apply for the maximum amount. And again, I'm not optimistic we'll get that full amount this late in their cycle, but I think we'll still get a pretty nice award.
Okay.
But it's something also that we can apply for every year.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. D, under item 3, administrative accounts.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, talk about that.
great, thank you for doing that, appreciate it. So with our being in a wonderful position to start receiving funding, it did necessitate the opening of an administrative account for the AFEC. And with Steve as the treasurer of the AFEC, we've coordinated with him and we've opened an account at First Security Bank. And so that is where this check will go. And Steve, I didn't know you were coming in virtually, so
Yeah.
we'll
Apologies.
no, that's okay. We'll arrange to either figure out or bring the check to you, or you and Chris can work out whatever makes sense. But so that is more, we don't need a motion or anything.
Okay.
It's just more to let you all know that we do have that established.
Great.
Sounds good. All right, D, amend the rules, need approval of amended rules that now reflect changes required by Act 938.
So it's a very minor, in your packets, I did include a copy of the rules as they exist for the Financial Education Commission, but there was an act passed in the last legislation that required us to remove some language, and you see it there at the bottom, is the references to gender or race. So we would just need approval in order to be in compliance with the law on that.
Thank you. All right.
Make a motion.
Yeah, do you want to make a motion for that?
I'll make a motion.
Okay.
That's my motion that we're gonna comply.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, have a second.
As a regulator, I think compliance is important, so I'll second it.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Can I abstain?
Sure.
Thank you.
Right, any opposed? All right, motion carried. All right, what we got here?
So next we have a report from Abby.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, thank God. So, so we did not get the grant for Save Our Life, but I haven't given up. So this is just contextually, this is the Arkansas Asset Funders Network applied and put all of its eggs in one grant basket. So we're reevaluating said funding opportunities and looking for other options. Haven't given up. This will be featured conceptually at the Savings Summit that the Arkansas Asset Funders Network is hosting on November the 5th. And Lee Phillips with Save Our Life is still coming. So we have 3 other specific grant targets that we're focused on, one of which I have a call set up with for September. And then I don't want to put it in the meeting minutes who said no to us, but had a really good conversation, and it was just a really, really competitive cycle this year, and we've been invited to reapply in January. So if for some reason this fall I don't find a pathway to fund this $250,000 for Save a Life, then I'll reapply. So TBD, still hopeful.
Do you want to mention a little bit more about the event on November 5th?
That will feature Treasurer Thurston. On November the 5th, actually just a block and a half away at the ASU Systems Building, the Arkansas Asset Funders Network is hosting an afternoon event and conversation followed by a reception that is focused on, I'm trying to remember the exact title of what we're calling this, but it's Savings Opportunity and Wealth Building Summit, really focused on early the younger side of investing. And the idea there is to talk about, unfortunately, Arkansas has the worst statistic in the country for savings and how we want to move the needle on that, and bringing in some national experts to offer voice. The treasurer will be there to open this up. And then that afternoon, Roby Brock is our moderator for the day. And that afternoon, we'll have the opportunity to talk about some of the really exciting things that are happening in the state around early savings. And Rich can get mentioned in the work of this Financial Education Commission. Marcia has agreed to be part of a panel in the fireside chat. There's a new child savings account initiative getting launched called Grow in the Jacksonville schools that the treasurer will also be a part of. So we just have a lot of really good stuff happening. And so it's an opportunity, I think, to really lift up Arkansas as a unique place where saving is happening. So, yeah.
Very good.
So we'll be sure you all get an invitation to that. Love it.
All right. Walmart has entered the building.
You have perfect timing. Perfect timing. So what, you want to come to the table?
Yeah,
I
sit
think
down
that's-
for a
I think
second.
you-
Yeah. So
No.
we really appreciate Walmart for sure.
Well, we're excited to be a small partner to
Yeah.
this organization and to helping financial literacy around the state. And in talking with Fran and knowing your background, I think this is a good platform and a good program and something that's going to make a difference.
Appreciate that. And she was just sharing, we rank last
Last in
Yeah.
savings in
in
the
saving,
country.
yeah. So this is huge need for sure.
I think that when that report came out, it raised some eyebrows at the home office. And we're been like, this is our home state. This is something that we need to work to reverse that trend. And so that kind of prompted me to reach out to Fran and others in the treasurer's office and try and find ways that we can be involved a little more. And it's just a small way for us to be supportive of y'all's efforts. So we appreciate that.
And we're really very grateful. And I know one of the things we talked about was not only developing it, but then having, a way obviously to promote it. And there are some other grant opportunities that we're exploring that will fund the promotion of it. So hopefully this is the beginning of, a growing program that will gain some traction around the state, not just in Central Arkansas. Well, and I don't know how, if when we want to have this be at the end of the meeting and we could just do like a photo or.
If everyone's okay, I want to be sensitive to his time. If we can just go ahead and
Okay,
take a picture with everyone and allow you to,
that'd be
you
great.
can go or stay or whatever. Yeah.
That's been Bill.
I'm Marsh, I work in economic development. We
Oh,
also
yes.
benefited from your
Yeah.
grant.
So did you drive down or did you fly?
I did. I
Oh,
drove.
man. I didn't know, you all have a fleet of jets.
I do, not for folks like me.
Let's take a picture then.
Yeah, let's do it.
I brought a big fancy check.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
even more fun.
Should we take it?
Steve,
Yes, ma'am.
and do we feel left out?
We do.
We might do it that way where we can.
You should have
That's
taken.
okay. I'm not a picture person.
Steve and Patricia, you should have flown in.
Yeah.
Michael could have flown the jet down.
That's right.
We could stand with that in the background, or is that gonna really mess
the
it
back.
up?
Yeah, usually am, so. And people McLaurin, I'm on the security support.
Okay, I'm kind of right. I need to be.
I don't want to fly you.
How's the best way, man?
Balances out.
Well, let's see. Here, you go ahead.
No, you need to be in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fly everybody's here. Yeah, trying to get Patricia there. She's in the
No.
bottom. You're in the
No.
bottom of the screen.
We need
I'm
to.
not there. I'm not trying to put us in
Okay,
this
so
picture.
we-
One or two more people on that side to balance it up and look good. Fran, why don't you jump in there? There you go.
Y'all aren't counters.
Y'all are smilers.
Y'all are doing great.
This chair. Move all the chairs over, if you don't mind. One, two, three. All right.
Wait a minute.
I was gonna do one more, and then we're gonna compare.
People on the TV need to smile.
One, two, three. Thank you.
That'd be a good one.
So you can't actually take this to the bank.
Yeah.
If you want to keep
I wanna
it.
try.
But I can take it, I can keep it, whatever y'all want to do.
Oh, yeah.
Just throw it away, it doesn't matter.
Oh, no, John.
And we do have the real thing. Yes. Sorry about the. Yeah.
That's okay.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
It's a weird deal.
Well, if you want to have a seat, we're about to finish up.
Okay,
We
yeah.
can visit a little bit out there. That's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you
Do you
again.
want- And Michael, we do have some.
No, I'm good.
We have some candy.
It's fresh.
Don't ask what year it's
I
from.
already have one. Good.
All right, good stuff. Everybody on Zoom looked great. That was a good picture. All right, yeah, I guess we're just ready to set the meeting schedule through.
Yeah.
26.
I think what we have talked internally about going forward, setting, instead of there being, okay, we're looking at this month or we're looking at this date, and of course the odds are there are going to be meetings that you all couldn't make, but we're thinking about setting a schedule through
That's a
the
good
end
idea.
of 2026.
Okay.
For planning purposes. So if everybody's in agreement with that, I think that's something Chris will, immediately start working on. And
That would be great.
okay.
So we're gonna say it's like the second Wednesday of every month at a certain time, or no, not that?
I don't know if it will be that specific. A lot of it's going to be dictated by the treasurer's
Okay.
schedule. But it may fall out that way, you know, I don't want to say no.
Well, I mean, if my schedule didn't allow me, someone could
Right,
set in. But
right.
for their scheduling, we get it, nailed down as soon as we can.
Okay. So I don't know if there are certain days to avoid, obviously Fridays probably. Mornings generally still seem to work best for everybody, is that correct? Okay, so that's a starting point. Okay. And then, the only other thing, at some point, we did talk about trying to arrange a group photo of the commission.
The hardest thing we do annually.
Yeah, and, you know, of course, we'd like to take it at the Capitol, but it would also require, I mean, Patricia, I know you have to travel the farthest, so
It's no problem.
there might be a situation where you have another reason to come into town, and, you know, we could piggyback, I mean, we don't even have to have a meeting per se, I mean, it could just be.
What about my November 5th summit? If everybody comes,
Yeah, I mean,
because I'd love to have everybody there. I mean, it's an option. We could watch the RSVPs and see.
okay.
Twist some arms there. That's
Yeah, because I mean, the treasurer will already be
Mhm.
there. Marsha will be there. I'll be there. The rest of you need to be there.
I see what you're doing.
right. Yeah, that's smart.
It's an option.
So so TBD, but I think, you know, we definitely would like to have a group photo, so we'll work on getting that done.
No, I think that's, if everyone's able to be here on the 5th of November, would make sense, for sure.
And that's from 3 to 5 though, right? So it could be done
Beforehand.
beforehand, like at 2 or something.
I double check timing. But I think that's right.
So that would be the first photo without Fran.
Well, I wasn't in the last one. It's just the commission members. So
Oh,
it would be
okay.
Susanna, we would have, no offense, Campbell, but we would need,
None taken.
Susanna,
Happy to miss that.
and obviously, you know, Patricia, if you're available, because that, you know, that might be an event you were planning to come to anyway.
Sure, that works for me.
It is 3. It starts at 3.
Okay.
What was the date for that again, Abby?
Wednesday, November 5th
Okay,
in Little Rock.
okay.
I just have to check one thing, I may be in Dallas. I don't have the dates on my calendar yet, but I'll check that.
Okay. Great.
If it doesn't work, we'll make it happen
Have a
another
question
time.
over there.
If I could just make one, just from a legal perspective, if the commission is going to get together on that particular day, unless it is going to be an actual meeting, I would just ask that no official business or anything discussed about financial education be at that, just for FOI purposes. So,
Oh, lawyers.
yeah.
That makes sense.
So we'll wait to hear from you, I
Okay.
guess. Is everybody else good with November 5th, maybe? And then,
I will run it through Commissioner Marshall
yeah, just let us know.
and get back with y'all.
Sounds good.
Of course, this will be also, yeah. Does anybody know if Cammie is no longer his assistant?
I think she does work with him, but who we schedule meetings with is someone different, I think.
Because Cammie was who I was.
Okay, I'll share you that.
Okay, that'd be great. Okay.
Cool.
Believe that.
I think that's it.
New business? Could we have a new business?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
I haven't pre-gamed this with you, but I promise it's not controversial. No. Something has come to our attention that I think this group should know about, and that is the federal government has issued a new, I don't know if it's a mandate or what, but that all paper checks are going away for Social Security, anything on September 30th. Now,
Of this year?
of this year. And so one of the reasons I'm bringing it up is Bank on Arkansas is pushing out something to nonprofits, to our list, to say, if you don't already have an account with a financial institution, like a bank on account is a safe way to transition into something like that, you know, to avoid fees, et cetera. But, and who knows with how deadlines sometimes move. But right now, it is September 30th. All paper checks are no longer in existence. So
From the federal government.
from the federal government. So if you are depending on getting a paper check in the mail for any federal assistance, period, you will no longer be getting a check in the mail after September 30th. So it's an opportunity to communicate from the treasurer's office. Bank On will be where you have a flyer that we're working up, and Bank On coalitions across the country are chatting about it to say, like, how can we proactively help people understand? Because Bank On in Arkansas has 26 financial institutions, so you've got tons of choices of who you could go to. But it's going to be incredibly important to push out some information to residents to say, especially older residents that might, like, you don't know who doesn't have a bank account.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty significant shift.
Sure.
So are you suggesting that's a message that the treasurer would be involved in, or our commission, or we just awareness?
Both and, I mean, Bank On is gonna do what Bank On is going to do, but the degree to which, as a commission, there's an opportunity through our various channels to be vocal. I think it's an opportunity for the treasurer. I don't know in what way, from a marketing comms perspective.
So you were nodding your head. What are you doing?
Well, we pushed out an article, I think, in our last quarterly newsletter to our customers, which of course it only reaches our customers.
Right.
I do believe, and don't quote me on this, but I think there's a card option, which of course that's not what we as bankers want people relying on. So, much rather than have an account.
When you say a card option, do you mean like receiving a prepaid
Like a-
card with
right.
the dollar amount on it?
A debit card,
Okay.
right?
Probably with fees.
Probably, and
I mean, I don't know.
probably tied to one of the big banks. You know, so we would rather have them locally with
Right.
it, but
Good information, yeah.
Sure.
and there are several options for people to enroll. To get that set up, once they do, there's a website. I can get that website to the group. It's easy, where they can go into a bank and have the bank assist them with getting signed up, or go to their local government office.
So I follow you on social media. That would be like something good for you.
I know,
to
we
put
always need something to put out, it's not much to put out, so. Sounds good, thank you.
Yeah, let it, from the Bank on Arkansas perspective, let us know how we can be helpful. I mean, I like it because we're not picking a bank over another. We're basically saying, like, here's some options that you're not gonna get, aren't going to be predatory, aren't gonna add fees, et cetera, but you'll still get your money. And it has, and I say banks, it has credit unions, CDFIs, et cetera.
Steve, have y'all been doing any messaging around that?
Not yet. We're planning on it. I'm sorry. We've got, in addition to our customer base, we've also got about 170,000 non-member email addresses that we'll push it out to as well. So it'll help spread the word. I mean, that still doesn't cover, a small portion of the state, but every little bit helps.
Thank you. All right, anything else? Any new business? Old, we already did old. We already did old. Any business at all? All right, we have a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, what's your time?
Second.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right,
Good to see everyone.
thank y'all.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Okay,
Bye,
bye-bye. See you
Patricia.
later. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Where your event is on the.
It'll be at the AFEC
That's for me to
system.
tell you.